Hello learners, I welcome you to the second module of Certificate Program on Fermentation Technology. This module deals with the metabolites and economically important products formed during the growth of microbial cell. All the compounds formed during the normal growth cycle of any microbe are termed as metabolites. Many significant metabolites find a wide applications in various industries and are advantage to human life. Metabolites are therefore economically important products. There are 5 main groups of fermentation processes: biomass or the microbial cells, the enzymes, the metabolites, recombinant products and transformations. The biomass. The commercial production of biomass can be divided into two categories: yeast production for bakery, yeast production for single cell protein for use of animals and humans. The first major use of yeast production is to be used in the bakeries as a fermentation agent. The second use of yeast cells is as a single cell protein called as SCP. It acts as a rich source of nitrogen for humans as well as in animal feed. There are 3 sources of enzymes: the plant source, the animal source and the microbes. The microbial sources of enzymes have added advantage over the other two. They are produced in large quantities and their productivity can be improved easily as compared to animals and plant sources. The recombinant DNA technology helps the synthesis of these enzymes from animal origin by microbes. The microbial cells are excellent control systems. The production of enzymes can be improved by efficient monitoring of the growing medium. Inducers is one such example. Repression control can also be handled by use of mutation. Enzymes have a lot of commercial importance. For example, amylases are used in bakeries, pectinases are used in laundries. The microbial metabolites. To understand the metabolite production, let us first understand the microbial growth curve as given in figure 1. The growth curve has following phases: the lag phase, the log or the exponential phase, the deceleration phase, the stationary phase and the decline phase. If we observe the microbial cells just when they are inoculated in the medium, a period is observed when there appears to be no growth. This is called as lag phase. It is an adaptation phase where cells are getting adapted to the new environment. In the second phase, the rate of growth of cells gradually increases and reaches a maximum value. It is called as the log phase or the exponential phase. In the third phase, the growth ceases and the cells enter a stationary phase. After some time, in the stationary phase, the number of viable cells decline and the cell enters the death phase. According to different phases of growth cycle, different products are formed. During the log phase, the products essential for growth are produced. For examples, amino acids, proteins, nucleic acids, carbohydrates, etc. The products are called as primary products of metabolism. These are produced in the lag and the log phase of growth cycle. It is also called as the trophophase. Some primary products of metabolism are ethanol, citric acid, glutamic acid, lysine, nucleotides and polysaccharides as shown in figure 2. The idiophase. During the deceleration and the stationary phase, the cell synthesizes entirely new kind of products or compounds which are never produced before. These compounds play no role in microbial metabolism and therefore are required by the microorganism for themselves. They are called as secondary metabolites and the phase is called as idiophase. Relationship between the primary and the secondary metabolites. It is well understood from the flow chart which is given in figure 3 that the secondary metabolites arise from the products of intermediates of the primary metabolism. The secondary metabolites are very important for industrial point of view. Many secondary metabolites have an antimicrobial activity, or some are enzyme inhibitors, some can act as growth promoters, and some have a pharmacological property. The recombinant products. Fermentation products have been revolutionized by the recombinant DNA technology. The useful genes of higher organisms are transferred to microbial host, which gain the capacity of synthesizing the product coded by the organism. E. coli, Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Fungi are used as host organisms for expression of product. Products formed by using recombinant DNA technology include interferons, insulin, human serum, epidermal growth factors, etc. The process should be well designed to handle the problems of degradation of the product. It should be able to maximize the product synthesis. The transformation process. Microbial transformations involve conversion of a basic compound into a structurally related compound which is having more economic value. The microbial transformations are preferred for product formation because they act as a chiral catalyst. They catalyze more specific reactions. They carry out reactions like addition, removal, modification of functional groups. The drawbacks of transformation. The drawbacks are large biomass is required to catalyze a single reaction. Therefore, either immobilization or whole cells or free enzymes can be selected.